What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and as you can see, it is the Easter week, and we do have the $2,000 egg suit in the Rust Item store. So it is currently going for $2,704.19 on the community market. If you didn't sell your egg suit, if you had an egg suit, so pretty much no one, like literally basically no one that's watching this video, if you had an egg suit before today, then you're a fool for not selling it, because it was announced by FacePunch several times that the egg suit was coming to the Rust Item store for this Easter event, and that is now. So that's what the top sellers is looking like. Let's get started with the skins, and we will get started with the egg suit. Going for $14.25 on the Rust Item store. I honestly do expect the egg suit to drop a little bit once it does come out onto the community market, simply because it is starting at such a high price point. A lot of people are going to invest in it. It's definitely not going to be $2,000 once it leaves the Rust Item store, so don't get your hopes up on that. And apparently you can paint anything you'd like on it. I've already bought the egg suit. I have no idea how to paint on it. Quite frankly, I really didn't try very hard to paint on it, because when I crafted, I had a Tommy and I hurt some at the front, so I went for PvP. But my point is, it's a cool skin. It's unique. Apparently, it's got its own little painting thing, so you can do some pretty cool stuff with it, make it look pretty hectic. But not only that, it actually also has 25% projectile protection, so it is considered, in my opinion, pay to win. It does have the same projectile protection as the Surgeon Scrubs, the Bone Armor, I'm pretty sure, and the Ninja Suit. The only downside to this, so if you do already have the Ninja Suit, one, I mean, you're going to be harder to see because you're a ninja instead of someone egg. But secondly, the egg suit actually has HP, whereas the Ninja Suit does not. So the Ninja Suit being free but no longer accessible / obtainable, you would be better off using the Ninja Suit for PvP. But the egg suit, if you don't have the Ninja Suit, I mean, it's a good, it's something good to pick up in case you can't get a hazmat. So it's good for early game. 25% projectile protection is pretty decent. $14.25 is a high price point, but I mean, I do think that this will release like pretty much every year again now, come Easter time every year. But I do think that it can have more demand just before Easter each year, because there might be some people that are worried about it not re-releasing. Overall, though, $14.25 is quite expensive, so really I'm not gonna invest in it off of the Rust Item store, but picking it up with a buy order off of the community market, I do think you can make some money off of these bad boys. I do think they're going to have an interesting first week, that's for sure, because whoever gets to place their egg suits on the community market first will definitely make money, but of course that is going to drop off very, very quickly. Overall, 6 skin. I'm glad it's finally actually obtainable in the game, instead of just through some glitched out box. But here we have the egg suit for $14.25. Pretty exciting stuff. Okay, moving over to the Guardian of Easter hoodie and the Guardian of Easter pants. Continuation of the Guardian of Easter stuff. Now, we've had the Metal Gear last year, and now we have the hoodie and pants going for standard store price of $1.40 each. Overall, it is a pretty cool looking set, decent when it's paired together as well. I actually do like these, but I don't think they have a very high demand, to be completely honest. If the Guardian of Easter stuff continues next year, which honestly I don't think it will, but if it does, then the hoodie and pants will go up in value as the Metal Gear has today. The Metal Gear wasn't really performing that well before today, so it was probably sitting somewhere around like $2 or $1.80, something like that. Since then it has doubled, but that is because the set obviously continued. Whereas with the hoodie and pants, if the set doesn't continue, then it's not really going to perform that well. In saying that though, I mean, it could be a cheap alternative to like a white kit. There is a little tiny bit of black on the legs and the shoulders, but I mean, it's a pretty white kit overall. But I don't think people are really going to be thinking of it that way. So overall, with the Guardian of Easter hoodie and pants, I don't think it's going to be too risky of an investment, because they're only $1.40. But I just don't really think you're going to be making a crazy amount of money off of them, to be honest. So if you want to try and invest in them, pick them up off the Rust Item store, but I don't think they're going to have a crazy demand. Moving over to the Sweet Treat Bandana, going for $1.40. I don't really think Bandana skins are, that uncommon to be coming out in the Rust Item store these days, and I don't think this one's very standout, to be quite frank. If the Sweet Treat Beanie cap gets accepted, then I think it will go up in price next year. But I mean, who cares about it at that point, to be honest? I'm not going to recommend investing in the Sweet Treat Bandana. It is standstill price of $1.40, but I don't think it's going to have demand. And I do think you'd be able to get it for a little bit cheaper on the community market to buy order. There's a lot of bandana skins that are, in my opinion, better looking. Moving over to the Easter road sign gloves, going for $1.40. They're basically just brown gloves. Continuation of the Easter road sign stuff, but I mean, whoop-de-doo, am I right? I've never seen this bloody road sign gear in-game before, and I doubt I'm going to see it anytime soon, even though it is Easter. So overall, not going to recommend investing in the Easter road sign gloves either, just because I don't think they'll have demand. They are only $1.40, so decent price, but I just don't really think they're going to do much. That's all of the clothing, and now we'll move over to the weapons. Hold on, let me check the second page. Oh, the Sweet Treat Beanie Cap is indeed in the Rust item store, so that is my bad. This one's going for $1.40, so that makes it so I'm definitely not going to recommend investing in the bandana because there's just not going to be any demand for it next year. The Beanie Cap, on the other hand, is, in my opinion, pay to win, because if you don't have a Beanie Cap skin, you can't craft the Beanie Cap, and the Beanie Cap does have better projectile protection than the cap and the beanie and the bloody balaclava. So I would recommend getting the Sweet Treat Beanie Cap, somewhere $1.40, and as a long-term investment, I do think that it will go up in value. Okay, now we'll move over to the weapons. We've got the Bunny Blaster SAR going for $2.85. It doesn't have SAR or semi-automatic rifle in its name, and I do think that is definitely a negative in my opinion. Bunny Blaster is a pretty morbid name, but it is a pretty friendly looking SAR skin. So overall, I honestly don't think it's going to have a very high demand, but I do think it's a well-made skin. It's actually a pretty cool looking Easter skin. But I mean, that is all it is. It is an Easter skin. I don't think any Easter skins really have that high of a demand, and so I don't think that it's going to go above its standstill price of $2.85. So for that reason, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Bunny Blaster off of the Rustage store for this week. Moving over to the Carrot Bow, same thoughts really, $2.85. We have had another carrot skin, which was the Bone Knife, and now we have the Carrot Bow. And I mean, like, it's an orange bow with some green twine and the green rope. So, I mean, it actually doesn't look that bad because it does have the green rope. So you don't really see the string of the bow skinned that often for some reason. And this one is obviously skinned. So, I mean, it's a cool skin, but $2.85, bows are not really used for long in Rust. It's cool, but I don't think it's cool enough to go up in value. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the Carrot Bow off the Rustage store. If you want to try and invest in it, then pick it up with the buy order off of the community market. Moving over to the Eoka, Carrot Eoka, in fact. We've got another carrot skin, whoop-de-doo. I don't know if this is the same creator, but it's the exact same theme. We have a carrot as an Eoka, and it does have green twine wrapping around the barrel of it. Actually a decent looking carrot skin, to be honest, but $2.85, I don't think it's going to have a very high demand. If Spoon Kid made like a meme video on it, then sure, it'll go up in value, but $2.85, besides that, I don't think it's going to have a very high demand, and so I'm not going to recommend investing in it off the Rustage store, but trying to pick this one up off the community market with the buy order could be a decent move for the future as a long-term investment. I think that's all of the weapons, so we'll move over to the deployables now. We have the Easter Chick door. This is a sheet metal door going for $3.55. It is not a glowing deployable, so I don't know why it's so expensive. It is literally just a yellow door with a little chicken face on it. Actually a good meme skin, and it is kind of hard to tell whether it's a sheet metal door or not in-game if you're new, but I mean, it is pretty easy for someone that knows how to play the game. Or literally all you have to do is hit it or bloody, I don't know, just open your eyes and look at the bloody code lock area and stuff like that. But, you know, $3.55, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. It is a nice little meme skin. It is definitely a unique skin because literally just straight up yellow. But because it's so expensive for whatever reason and it doesn't even glow, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Easter Chick door off of the Rustage store, as I don't think it's going to have any demand. And I mean, there's so many pay-to-win skins these days that there's no point in using a non-glowing door. Moving over to the Egg Basket box. Same thoughts, actually. There's no point in using a non-glowing small box, and it is also an Easter-themed box. I don't think Easter-themed stuff really is that successful. And I do think that that is the same case for this egg basket box. Small box skin going for $2.10, and it's still priced for small box skins, but I don't think it's going to perform well, so I'm not going to recommend investing in it. In fact, I do think picking up off the community market would be the play if you want to get it as a play skin as well. Okay, moving over to the Rustage egg white. We've already had a bunch of Rustage eggs out these days. This one does have the underwater lab scene inside it, so once you open it up, it does show the underwater labs, but this is going for $9.25, and I don't think it's going to have demand. The Rustage eggs really aren't anything new these days. Of course, the white one is technically new, but I don't think they're really going to do anything. In saying that as well, we don't have the purple, maroon, blue, red Rustage eggs like we did once have. So there is a chance that they might have gone up in price today. I honestly haven't checked the community market, but even if they have, I mean, the Rustage eggs, they really are just a collectible thing. And also potentially used by role players every now and then, but they're not going to have demand. And for $9.25, I do think even if you don't use that money this week, in the future, you're better off spending that money at another time. I also have just realized that I didn't go over the Sweet Furnace, so let's quickly go over that as well. Going for $2.10, this actually has a sick glow in the night, as you guys can see right now, hopefully. But I don't think it's really going to perform that well. It looks okay during the day, like it's cool and all, but I just don't really think it's like the Rust players' main aesthetic that they want to be going for, just a melted chocolate furnace. It's a sick skin, cool glow, but $2.10, I don't think it's going to have a very high demand once it leaves the Rustage store, so I'm not going to recommend investing in that. The glow is actually cool, so good work to the skin creator on that one. I think that's everything on this page, so we've got one last skin, and that is the Sweet Wooden Door, going for $2.10. It is just a chocolate wooden door skin with some icing on it or something. I hope it's icing. $2.10, no glow. I don't think it's going to have any real reason to be buying it. I'm pretty sure there's not always a hole in the wooden door skin, so I mean, it does have a pay to win aspect to it there with the hole, but at this point, I don't think that's anything new. We've already had a few wooden door skins with holes in it. $2.10. Honestly, I don't think that this is going to have demand, and so I'm not going to recommend investing in the Sweet Wooden Door off the Rustage store. So that is going to do it for this week, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Happy Easter, and remember, have a skits one.
Why?